Hey everybody, we're back. This is Comics on TV. I'm Josh.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Gotham for the week, entitled Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, it should have been called Arkham Asylum because Jim has to work there now.
Yeah, because the mayor hates you. So basically Jim's in Arkham. There's electroshock therapy being administered by who knows who. You know,
yeah,
it's a mystery in the beginning.
Somebody is going around and doing little treatments on all the inmates.
It's kind of weird to say somebody's going crazy at Arkham.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's the asylum. Someone's gone crazy.
They don't know who it is.
News
Is
at
it
11.
staff? Is it an inmate? Who knows?
We get introduced to a new character, Leslie Tompkins, in Gotham, who actually in the story is more of a surrogate mother, almost like to Bruce Wayne, who coincidentally is not in this episode at all.
Yeah, but you could tell there's chemistry between her and Gordon.
They're trying to develop a backstory.
It was kind of nice to see that, but it was great to see her back on the screen again, especially on Fox. If you remember her as Inara on Firefly, which I do, because I loved it.
We love her. Other things in this episode. Trouble in Lesbian Paradise for Barbara Keene.
Side stories. All these side stories all over
She's
this
like,
episode.
oh, I love my new lesbian lover.
And
by the way,
drugs
you need to get
and
out.
alcohol.
I'm sick of you.
And I hate my phone. I hate my phone!
Well, you clip to Barbara and she's laying in bed. She's all tired. She's got her eyes closed and everything. And I sympathize because I'm always tired after I eat.
Oh.
Too far?
No.
Too much?
No, it felt right.
It felt right.
Yeah.
I liked it. Didn't feel rushed at all. So Barbara's basically breaking up with her girlfriend.
When Montoya wants to break up with you, and she's been trying since the pilot episode to get you, you know you have fallen. Yeah. There's something wrong with you, Barbara. It's not everybody else. It's just you.
Deal with it. Back at Arkham, director Dr. Lang. Great actor. This series, god awful. I mean, like, pluck your eyes out and throw them at your neighbor kind of awful.
Isaiah Whitlock of The Wire fame.
Brilliant in that show.
Brilliant.
We're Baltimore boys. We know you're awesome on that show, but come on, this one is just god awful.
And The Wire is completely accurate.
Stay out of Baltimore.
Yeah, not a good place.
Yeah, so basically he's in this episode, and good news for everybody who didn't like his acting, he dies, and you've seen it on screen, and the best job he did this week was gurgling as he died.
He just killed me because everything was Jim's fault, you know, and it's because of Jim they were able to, I don't know, not have to call in the GCPD and actually do detective work within. Yeah.
Oh, he does get Harvey. Yeah, he gets Harvey in there. Harvey.
It took him a while.
Great job with Harvey this week. Harvey, upbeat, comes in there. Oh, you know what? Guess what, director? You're going to do what I say because I'm a cop and this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know? So go do this. And Jim's just like, okay, Harvey. And he doesn't fall in line with whatever Harvey says usually, but this time Jim just falls in line.
I just missed the two of them being together, and it was really good to see them playing off each other again. And then Harvey just pretty much treating everybody else like, yeah, Jim, do what you need to do. I'm going to keep everybody else at bay. It's pretty hilarious.
He's like, you figure this crime out. So yeah, you get Jack Gruber, one of the inmates.
Yep.
Jack Gruber, very Hannibal Lecter-like voice on him. Jack Gruber, who actually becomes the character, I've already said the name of the episode is Rogues Gallery, which the executioner is who he becomes. He's the one actually administering electroshock therapy to these inmates, trying to basically dial in his talents. We find out that Nurse Dorothy has already gone through electroshock therapy. He's one of his first kind of victims, where he thinks he got something kind of right because he was able to
It was very M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. There was twist after twist after twist. Every time you thought it was somebody, it wasn't, and then you had to switch to a side story. And now we're going to do take it off track.
And you find out that Jim Gordon was dead the entire time.
Fish Mooney.
No, I'm just kidding. Fish Mooney and her
plan's
crony.
coming together.
And you actually got to think from this, she's talking to her crony, because nobody ever remembers his name. Talking to her crony, and she's like, you going to betray me? He's like, oh, no. But then you think he's going to betray. And then at the end of the episode, you see him basically cap one of his childhood friends after confessing to screwing him over 30 years ago.
It's the best benefit for him if he stays next to her, because I think he looks at her as someone who's weaker.
Yeah.
You know, and if she can get him to that point where he can then take her out.
I still think there's going to be some kind of penguin interference in that kind of
Penguin.
thing. Penguin.
Yay.
Said his name, Penguin. Every week after week.
He came up a little short this episode.
Well, yeah, a little tiny. Down by the docks, you see Penguin trying to throw his muscle around now, saying, oh, I'm the Penguin. He comes up trying to hike up taxes on fishermen. Ironic enough, trying to raise taxes on fishermen being the Penguin. And he's like, well, we own the police. Go ahead and call the police if you want. The guy's like, not backing down. Well, the police come up and duly give him an eye jammy real quick, knock him to the ground, put him in lockup. him and his muscle. So you see, fast forward to the end of the episode, you got Maroni coming in, and Maroni's like, you know why you're in here? And he's telling him it's a rhetorical question, basically, as Penguin tries to answer. And he said, I put you in here. He's like, that's my clout. I control these guys, and I had them put you in your place because you were getting too big for your britches. Explains that
Penguin got a little slice of humble pie, but if I know anything about the Penguin,
it's going to stick with him.
It's going to stick with him, and he's going to have.
It's going to come back tenfold on
Maroni.
On Maroni, and Maroni's sitting there saying, guess what, Penguin? You're a monkey. He's telling him he's a monkey now. He's the zookeeper. He's a monkey. Tells the guys in lockup, all right, let my boy out. And they're kind of like, well, what do you mean? He's like, now. So he throws his weight around and says how much control over the police he has. He's in the middle of a police station yelling at them saying, let these guys out.
Yeah.
You do what I say. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell other than Ivy and Selena.
Yeah, and it's nothing really to talk about except that Ivy interrupts a phone call from Barbara and she finds out that she's in Jim Gordon's apartment.
Gets a little redemption on Jim.
She decides to be a little jerk on the phone, and Barbara's too dumb to figure out she's talking to a child.
You know, it's like Jim's got a whole new set of problems with the world think he's a pedophile already. The mayor thinks
way to use your left side of the brain there, Barbara.
Right. So Ivy's just giggling herself. She's like, yep, got you good. Now your girlfriend that wanted to come back is not going to.
Yeah, I could do without Barbara ever showing up again.
Well, tell us what you think, too, because like we said, that's pretty much the episode. So comment at the bottom.
Comment at the bottom. Like us on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter, at The Real Comic Wow.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also check us out on Vimeo.
Yeah.
Remember, Gotham is not going to be back for another 2 weeks because Fox doesn't know how to schedule TV shows, hence Firefly. I'm really jaded about that. I'm so mad. All right, see you at ComicWow.com.
Peace.